Hello and welcome to another model building workshop. I am Mr. Allen. I'm coming to you from my basement workshop here in Providence, Rhode Island on behalf of the Community Libraries of Providence. And today we're looking at the Revell model of the Arado Ar 240C-02 nightfighter. As you can see here on the box. This kit dates from 1996. And let's have a look at it. See, the Arado 240 series was an experimental series of aircraft that they were working on, I guess it says on paper anyway, since the late 1930s. And they had tried a number of different variants of this craft. Some of these went into use as reconnaissance aircraft. And the C version, the C variant, was designed to be a heavy fighter, with the C-02 being, tried out as a night fighter. Now, this is an experimental plane. This really didn't leave prototype stage, the C-02. And some of the other ones, like I said, were in use, doing some reconnaissance work here and there. So the C series was available by mid-March or March of 1943. It used two 1,750 horsepower DB603A engines, and it gave it a maximum speed of 647 kilometers per hour. And it was tested as a night fighter. This is the 240 V10 variant 10 of the prototype series. And they had fitted 20 millimeter guns to this craft. So I'm going to look at the instruction sheet to this kit, which is not, I wouldn't say it's not the best I've seen from Revell. Some of these diagrams could be better. Some of them are clear enough to get the idea of what you have to do, but not, I would say, not their best instruction sheet to date, that's for sure. And again, this is from 1996. It has the style of landing gear doors. We have to use an X-Acto knife to cut, to open them, to separate them, because they're molded closed. Though usually in a case like this, they're not molded that badly, and the fact that it's usually pretty simple to score that and open it. Of course, I haven't built this yet, so who knows the case here, but I usually find that that's not that big of a problem. So you'll see that on the C variant, the C-02 variant, you've got this gondola thing that goes under the fuselage with the 20 millimeter cannons in it, which makes it different as a night fighter. It's got the antenna on the front. And it's got remote controlled turrets, which you can see in the early diagrams of this sequence here. They have some of those as well. Revell also makes another variant of the Arado 240. I believe probably the reconnaissance version, I think, is what they make. So the instructions, like I said, are not the clearest, but from what I've heard online from other builders there, it's not the worst kit by far. I mean, it's not a bad kit to build, let's put it that way, is what I'm hearing. So here's the painting option with the decal placement, black underside and a light blue on top. So this is questionable. So for a training and testing purpose, this might be it. Maybe it is simply overall blue, the light blue on top of the black underneath. The box art shows a modeling with like a dark gray color on it. which is, you can see it there too, which is rather typical for German night fighters. So there is a debate, I guess, as to whether this aircraft got that modeling camouflage or not, or whether it was just left in the light blue as they were testing it. Hard to know, because the instructions are just showing it as light blue. Box art is a little different. So you may have to go with some poetic license, tongue twister, poetic license, and decide how you want to do that. I gather there's not a whole lot of photos out there of this aircraft. I mean, we could take a quick peek and see. I mean, I've got one here that's from some other modeler that he ended up doing it with the model on it. So I think that's up to you as to how you want to go about doing this. I'm just going to do a quick look and see what I can come up with. And well, on a quick scan, I'm seeing the reconnaissance version. I'm not seeing the night fighter. No. And the one here is for, the model kit, which is showing the camouflage markings on it of the gray splotches. So again, that's one of those things that you'll have to decide how you want to do, because there's not a whole lot of information on this aircraft. One modeler online did say that the letter codes that are on the aircraft are accurate for this particular night fighter version, so I will go with what he said. But in any case, it looks like a fun model to build. It's an interesting looking aircraft. Has a slightly different look to the Owl, the other night fighter of the time from the Heinkel one. It does have a fun, as someone called it, a dragonfly look to it, which I would agree. It does have a fun, sinister look. So it does intrigue me quite a bit. So it looks like a fun build. Probably not much to it, but I think it's all going to be in the painting and the detailing. All right, that's a quick look at this Revell Arado Ar 240C-02 Night Fighter. And we'll see you next time on the next model building workshop. Bye now.